Dear friends, now this is the part 3 of my lecture. Every 10 minutes capsule is this. And you find the questions are the case studies I'm trying to explain you so that you remember and go to the exam just like that. There is a next case study where you get JB, CC companies are there. Finally, what is the lesson there is the investment analyst is analyzing the cases and he has identified some shares with higher price, overvaluation. Overvaluation means the share is valued at, let us say, 100. Actual value is 80. What you will do? The value is more. A person is given more value than he deserves. Therefore, you have to discount. So, a overvalued share should always be sold. And undervalued share, a share is worth 50 rupees, but it is trading in the market at 10 rupees. Then you have to buy. So, therefore, the question will always be sell the overvalued share and buy the undervalued share. This is the question answer for that. Remember that. I'm talking about case studies. Now comes the next question will be, I'm just spreading my explanation on that. The next question is investment is analyzed and this person he says that question is 70% is tobacco company, 30% is some other company, 10% is something. How will you value? This is when you have a conglomerate, different companies within the group. The valuation will be on the basis of sum of parts method. So you are going to value each one according to the software. You will value in one methodology, and it is a asset-based company, is asset-based one, which we are going to see. But then there are three different industry groups, divisions within the same company. Then the valuation will be sum of the parts method. That's all. Straight away you have to see and then tick it. There is no point in say searching, etching and all. In one other case study that they will ask, they will tell you investment fellow is analyzing and top down approach, down top approach will be there. You see, there are two types of approaches for estimation, valuation. For example, you are valuing on the basis of the company's data. That is called as down to. You are going from the down to top approach. Whereas if you are going for, you are going to take on the basis of GDP growth, world economy and things like that, that will be top to down approach. So this is one thing you have to be very clear. And another question they asked, the electric cars, that is another case study. Companies in the oil industry, they are doing petrol and cars are being produced. And therefore, they are thinking that future is going to be electric cars. The company is doing very well. The answer for that is when the company is doing very well, then it will attract competition. One of the reasons for any company in industry, if you see, if the company is doing very well, it will attract a lot of competition. That is the answer for it. And there is that what CFA material is there. There is a page 10. There is a question is page 10 that is coming all the time. Page 22. These two pages, if you take, you will get the answers. But then you have to remember them. And remembering is the technique because the same answer also they will give. In that page 22, that question is about dividend. Again, what you have to do is they are giving 8 years data. The dividend declared they will give you. And 8 years the dividends are 1.17. The dividends are going to grow at a particular rate of interest for 8 years. Thereafter, it will be to infinity. So, you computing for 8 years present value, terminal value and bringing it to this thing will be 10 minutes it will take. For that, the answers you have to remember. The answer is 17.05 and 28.28 and 2-3 times you have to read and then go. That answer is there in the book itself. Answer is very much there. So that point has to be kept, which I will take up. one by one 20, I will put about 300 questions I am going to answer for the sake of all the students. So that whoever, wherever it is there, you remember. I'll give you techniques of memory also. So what I'm trying to say is, first step is, these are all the only case studies that are coming in the picture. And what are the answers for the case studies, second, and how to remember them. You have to apply logic, otherwise it will not work good for you. And for example, this is how we have, I have taken these things, all this page is 10th page is war problem. In war problem in page 10, I found that 4 answers or 7 answers they lost. Everything on the higher figure is high, except one low. That's all. It will increase, increase, increase. In the data, highest figure like that, I have remembered. So this part we can take up. The problem 22 is coming repeatedly. For that, the answer will be 17.05, 0.90, 28.28, 16.23, 13.73. So kindly note that answers repeatedly. Page 22 of that CFA questions. Case studies, mostly everything is coming from that book only. And they have not yet updated that. So what I am telling you is, you have to go back to the exam with case studies in your pocket. One, what all the answers, correct answers, you have to, I will be providing you with all that correct answers, because I've got all that correct, and that point is clear. And thereafter, how to remember them in the exam condition. Once you open it, first you open 87, 83, 84 to 7 questions, 83 to 90, I think so. So these answers will come, you tick it. That's all. Here there is no talent is required. Passing this examination doesn't call for experience. You read a technique, memory techniques, because there's nothing is there. They are asking various type of questions, but one has to be expert. That is one thing. And there are a lot of confusion. These questions you should have thorough knowledge. I forgot to tell you, Mr. Adukia's book also I followed, and is of great use for us. When I take up that questions, I'll tell you. And what happens is, no, you have to, actually, if you know everything, it will take 15 minutes, 45 minutes maximum, you can finish the questions, because you know everything. But whatever, because you may not know everything, but you try to know whatever you have doubts, remember 2 times, 3 times, read it well. Now the questioning has become better, because they will be crossing you. I'll do one thing. Which is a technology to pass? I don't know. First step, what I did before that, 5th time I wrote, I failed, I told you. There what happened, I got 64 and I got 59.75 negative marking. But if you see, I noted everything which I'll discuss with you. I just went and rechecked everything. Everything I started rechecking. And they asked one question. The question is, this is industry analysis. Industry analysis is whether it is step 3 or step 2. This is the question. Now, I know I am teaching only portfolio management for CA final students, but then I thought economic analysis, industry analysis, and then company analysis. These are the 3 stages. So that means industry analysis will be in the 2nd stage only. Then I suddenly got then technical analysis. When you are analyzing a share, performance, suppose somebody will ask you whether you have to invest in this share. How will you go about it? Suppose if you are going for a banking share, how will you analyze that company's intrinsic strength? First, what we will do is we will be going for the political and macro environmental system. Economic analysis it is called. Second one is you come to the industry, banking industry, and then you analyze how is the banking industry is performing. Third, you will come to particular bank, what this company's strengths and weaknesses are, what is this earnings per share, what is the price earning ratio, how it is performing. Then we will come to technical analysis. In technical analysis, how the share has been performing over the period of time, and long range investment and short range. This is a law, I know, I specialized. Suddenly, I put correctly industry analysis the 2nd stage. But when I thought, I got a confusion.